personally, I got to give my favorite to Phobia just because they have the balls to pick Xerath, who's such an underused champion. And I would prefer to see him get out of control because it's just so fun to watch. Look at this Urgot skin though. Is this like a limited skin? I have never seen this thing. It looks.
I think there's still purchased. I'm not exactly sure. I only play Urgot. I don't even own Urgot. But yeah, that's a very nice skin. I think it's Battlecast Urgot, I believe. And he's pretty much a tank, literally. Like he's a tank. Like
he's like a battle bot, like crazy looking. That's a really cool.
We have two tanks that can be a siege tank and a regular tank, you know, Pushio shot cannon, that stuff. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Looks like no aggressive play from either team, although we were disproven by that in the last match with that late jungle invade. Looks like Phobia's going to be playing it real safe, just posting up here at the 5-man bush, whereas mirroring the position down here for Leviathan, kind of just hanging out at that tri-bush. Doesn't look like there's going to be any early aggression, although we do have a ward placement here at red for Leviathan. What do you think about that? Just kind of an insurance policy, maybe
yeah, insurance policy. You know, calling up that insurance company Geico and putting that lizard up there. No, I'm kidding. There's going to be they want to invade red, but at the same time they don't want their own red stolen.
Yeah.
So in case, let's say blue team does realize their red has been stolen, they might go for a strategy. Let's take their red after. That ward will discover them in just enough time actually to pick up if Nautilus is going to go red right afterwards.
Great
it looks
point.
like they are going to have. Yeah,
I don't really play at these high elo levels, so level 1 team fights looks like, most people tend to jungle invade in our tournaments, and I just rarely expect it. I'm always off on my predictions with this one, but they did just grab Raze. Doesn't look like they're going to be contested at all for this. Looks like Leviathan's going to have a nice pick-me-up, a strong leash there as well for Nocturne, and this could really play out in their advantage with that Nocturne early red, man. Maybe go for a level 2 gank here on Xerath.
Absolutely.
Again, Xerath doesn't have his stun, which is very strong at negating ganks. He doesn't have it until level 2. So he could be very vulnerable right now. That could be exactly what's happening as Nocturne is making his way up to the mid lane right now at level 2. Is he going to go for the gank?
No.
No, he's going to grab blue.
He's going to grab blue, yeah. He needs his blue for sure.
Yeah.
Just to get his mana up a little bit.
I do want to keep a close eye on Yorick up here. As many of you no doubt know, those zombies can be such a pain in the ass when you're trying to farm up. Look at him harassing Malphite with that. Although, Malphite probably one of the better champions to negate Yorick just because of his natural tankiness. And he can slow the zombies as well if he wants to waste mana on that. I don't know. I don't play Malphite. But yeah, I hate laning against Yorick. I want to make sure that we keep an eye on that one. Down bot, looks like everything's pretty standard. No very early ganks attempts from the jungles. Nautilus, one of the stronger gankers at this point in the match. I mean, some people like to gank at level 4 with Naut. Some people like to gank straight at level 2 with that dredge line. Slow. I don't know. I personally am a big fan of my early aggression with Nautilus, although I don't jungle with him that much, so probably not the best person to give advice on that one.
Nah, you shouldn't be giving advice on these. I do like the Boots start a little bit better. I think Boots is Regal's nice. You can get Philistone early. Boots a little bit more potent ganks. I don't know. Again, like you and I, none of us main Nautilus, but all I heard is he's strong, and I see him just demolish bot lane level 6. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna believe War Spork of. Wow, that is crazy. He's a War Spork of War.
War Spork? War
Spork of War.
Interesting.
So, War Forks, War Spoons,
maybe like
together.
Maybe like a trident kind of a thing, except an extra spike. Maybe that's what he means.
No. It's a spork though, so it has a spoon.
It's like a trident with
a weapon
with a curvature.
Yeah, exactly. Try curvature, a little bit blunt. You know what I mean? Spoons are a little generally heavier than forks, right? Yeah,
looks like Garlank landed some of that harass. Actually, pretty even exchange here mid lane. Xerath not going too aggressive on his harass, kind of just trading their pushes here at the mid lane. Although Karthus pushed into that tower, really hard to farm unless he wants to spend mana on lay waste. Looks like up top, harass is even as well. I would expect Yorick to be busting some more damage, but apparently not. Perhaps he's just focusing on farm. Still, very inactive jungling. Where is Nocturne going? It looks like he wants to speed up here. Maybe going for a gank on Xerath. He does have mana for a stun. This would be kind of futile if he can land that, pull it off, and I would expect Garlank would be able to do that, although he is very vulnerable. Is he going to be able to... Oh, and there's the gate from behind. He's probably going to get a fear off here. Is a flash going to go down from Garlank? Perhaps he's just going to die. Oh, there's the flash, but Karthus pursues, missing with a lay waste. There's the stun. Is Nautilus going to be able to close in on Karthus and make that an even exchange? He hesitated, man. Nautilus hesitating there.
Yeah, he was like, should I go in? Probably not a good idea. Maybe he could have died, or he could have lived. I don't know, but
definitely
it's
have gotten
probably
that kill on
maybe.
Karthus with just one dredge.
If he misses dredge though, he would have been Nocturne to pick him up.
Oh yeah.
And Nautilus is not really known for being like the best duelist. Not really is Nocturne, is not dueling, but still though, like he doesn't want to risk anything. First blood's already given. Let's not spread the collateral damage a bit. I think that was his thought process there.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing to see Garland go down right there, but it was a very strong play from Leviathan right now. So actually, I think their team comp is very dependent on this era, so they need to be careful. Nautilus needs to make something happen after that. They did give up first blood mid lane. And yeah, I guess judging by farm, looks like Leviathan is significantly further ahead. Let's take a look at the ADs down here. Urgot with 36 versus Ashes 34. That's pretty even up top. Malphite with 28 versus Yorick's 36. And wow, actually, I don't know, Pure Shield. It seems to be pretty even. Looks like the first blood.
Even. Yep.
First blood is really what is generating that difference in wealth there. Although we haven't even seen Nautilus expose himself once, whereas it looks like Nocturne is going for a gank on a very low mana Yorick up top. This could be, again, a very successful gank right now. He doesn't have his Paranoia up yet. Maybe a little bit too much roaming there. It just came up. Are we going to see him use his Paranoia on this completely Yorick right now? Could go for a full-on tower dive. There we go. Double initiate. The fear goes off. Down goes the early ignite. And a Karthus ult. What a well-coordinated gank from Leviathan right there. That was a stalwart play. Nocturne are going to go back.
Involved.
Even picking up that assist from mid lane. Going to give him even more of an advantage against...
Oh, he found a kill from mid lane.
Oh, did he grab that? Oh, they must have planned on feeding him.
They gave it to him. They backed off.
Ah, man, they really want to shut down this Xerath right now. Do you think they would even go out of their way to study?
They just want Karthus to run around and pretty much melt everyone's faces. I think that's what I mean. Then again, though, if they didn't get to kill him too fast, Karthus had no participation. So to optimize the participation on the team, again, like you yell at me for chaos. Oh, speaking of which, maybe Karthus
here comes down the Arcane Barrage on Karthus. No, he misses with the last one. That would have killed Karthus. Oh, wow, and he picks it up regardless. The ult is down. He does. Oh, the late waste. No, he goes down to that lay waste combined with Nocturne. Oh, Garland getting unlucky today. Wow, that could have gone a lot more in his favor.
A lot more in his favor. I mean, that was a pretty good play by Karthus right there. But I was speaking, I was explaining a little bit about the strategy there. You want to spread your participation a bit. So even if Yorick doesn't get the kill or Nocturne doesn't get a kill, as long as someone gets the kill and you get one extra assist, that's beneficial. Share the love, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Looks like Nocturne going in for a bit of a CJ. Actually, playing Ring Around the Rosie with this Nocturne. I don't think either one of them caught sight of each other. But now Nautilus. They did spot that with a ward. My mistake. Nocturne totally knows where this player is right now. And it doesn't look like he's going to even try to gank. Have we even seen a single gank attempt from Nautilus so far?
I don't.
Just waiting until level 6. He's way behind Nocturne in terms of EXP.
Did he buy 2 regrowth? What?
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's just playing it safe.
Did he purchased the wrong items, or what's going on there?
2 regrowth.
2 regrowth pendants there. What? I don't know. I don't may not.
Your guess is as good as mine, but it does look like
what?
He's waiting for his hydro pump here before he makes something happen. I don't agree. I think most Nautilus players tend to gank at level 4.
Yeah, I think so.
But he's just letting Nocturne reign free in enemy in his jungle right now.
What? I'm confused.
Take a chill pill, Pure Shield. It's gonna be okay. We are gonna see him feed off this blue to Xerath. I don't know if I agree with this at this point. Xerath, they should probably just try to push other lanes, and Xerath kind of just takes it easy until the mid game, or at least until the first team fight.
He should gank bot. As soon as possible.
He should try
to kill
that
Janna. Yeah.
Karthus going in for an invade here. Probably going to go in from behind for a gank. This could work out very much in his favor, but they are going to spot this with a blue ward. They aren't going to be able to respond in time. We're going to have to rely on a Ashe ult. But no, Karthus hesitates, and it's going to allow them to pull back. If he had gone in there, probably could have
maybe just go straight. You know what? Just go straight. Doesn't matter. Just don't even wait for it. Just go straight wall, and then Urgot can get one suppress, and Janna can get an ult and a tornado up. Yeah, that probably would have been killed. Maybe, again, these guys are playing safe. They don't have omniscient view of everything.
Gonna try to maybe use. Oh, there's the Ashe arrow. What was that? Completely. What? That must have been accidental. Oh! Oh! Sniper rifle That's what I like to see right there. Wow, that was one hell of a play. We saw the Ash arrow from across the map. 2 sniper plays on the same kill. Huge props. Round of applause for that Garlink
yeah.
Ash coordination right there. How did he land that arrow?
I think he was just.
I think he just shot it. I think Garlink said, "I'm going."
Was that a panic shot? No,
it's
no,
like
no.
I'm going for the.
And then he got game.
It's like
No,
I'm going for the kill. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna lob it in that direction. Hopefully it works out for us. Maybe it'll hit Malphite. Who knows? It just perfectly hit Karthus.
Oh,
He got stun locked right there. That was a.
Can you imagine if you were that
play.
Karthus, like you were playing Karthus, or they're farming, like, oh, nothing's going on here, you know, I'm full health, no problem. And all of a sudden, out of provincial vision, you see this arrow coming from bot lane, hitting you, stunning you for 5 seconds, and then Xerath follow up, you know, and it murders you. That's
yeah.
You're not.
I wanted to go Korean for that one, but I'm still trying to wake up here, guys. Sorry, that was a hell of a play. That's definitely going to be in the highlights reel right there. That was awesome. That pretty much is going to put Garlink actually on par with Karthus at this point. They're pretty even on farm.
Yeah.
But still, man, I got to criticize this Not player. Hasn't even, ganked once. He went up top and realized he got spotted by Malphite's ward placement. But even so, man, he's a full health, full mana. He's got Hydro Pump, and he's just not ganking. So I think that's really what's costing Phobia. That's really what's costing Phobia their advantage right now. I mean, there are some really awesome plays. I want to keep a close eye on farm, though. Here comes another godlike arrow from Ash. Will this land on Karthus? Oh, so close! Oh my God, this guy. If
that happens again, I think Karthus is going to probably like smash his keyboard. Be like, why?
He's going to pass out. Here we go. A little bit of confrontation here. The first time Nautilus is kind of going to give up some HP, but no, he's going to pull back here. Doesn't want to engage with that Nocturne, even though Xerath can rage really deep across river from the mid lane. That would have, been able to do at least some harass. Malphite's going to come down bot, get spotted by that ward. Nah, just placing a ward of his own. Really, really passive play so far. What do you think, man? Just everyone's focusing on farm. They're really close on gold. Leviathan really only has that large advantage because of that first blood. This could go either way at this point.
Yeah, definitely can go either way so far.
But again, go ahead.
Advantage-wise, I'm just thinking about exactly what's going to happen very soon. Dragon contests, not so much yet. I mean, 12 minutes, this is when approaching the dragon time, right? When people are comfortable to do dragon. Mm-hmm. So I want to see the team fight going on with dragon. I definitely have to say the fight right now, because I haven't seen Nautilus do anything, really, and he has an extra regrowth pendant there. I'm still confused, and it's kind of like, lost for words right there. I think it's still going to go to purple right now. Well, I mean, the team fight.
Nautilus is notorious for not really, needing too much health regen in the jungle because of his W. It's a huge shield. So never would you need 2 regos.
Why would you ever need to get 2 regos? In what circumstance?
Yeah, I mean, you don't even really need Cloth 5 to clear. I mean, he's just that shield absorbs so much damage, and it's wasted statistics right now. He's not regenerating anything because he's at full HP, and he's not ganking. So you're right. It's complete blunder on his part to have 2 regrowth pendants. I don't understand.
I don't know why they did that. I don't know.
It could have been a mistake, or maybe they're just not communicating well. There goes the swap on Urgot. Oh, and the absolute zero from Nunu gonna hit all 3 players, and the Karthus ult takes down Ash. Wow, Leviathan playing that really strong, just shrugging off that Nunu ult like, you want to ult us? Don't really care, man. We just suppressed
Don't really
Ash.
care. We got this.
You don't have any damage, and Nunu forced to defend that tower by himself. That was a hell of a tower dive, man. Nocturne.
Phobia Gaming, yeah.
Has Nocturne been played in every game so far?
I think so.
We have seen
lots of darkness going down.
Yeah, lots of Nocturne play, and those tower dives very strong. Are we going to see Yorick chase the small fight? No. Very passive top lane. Really, overall, a very passive game in general. We're going to see Leviathan hand off this blue buff to Karthus. Probably going to see Phobia follow suit with this Not right now, given that to Garlink. I gotta say, even though Garlink gave up first blood, they are very much even mid lane. I mean, Karthus did just pick up that extra kill globally, but they're very close on farm. Although, as you stated early, Karthus is a more potent late game champion. So if Phobia doesn't make something happen too soon, I feel like Leviathan's just gonna take over this map in the next few minutes.
Yes. Agreed.
Maybe forcing a team fight at Dragon sometime soon. I would like to see that happen. Taking a look at Nautilus' score, 0-0-0. He hasn't participated in any of the 2 kills. I don't know. I feel like I feel like the not pick or the not build is just really hurting Phobia right now. I mean, I know
I'm
probably
so
sound like a
confused.
broken record player right now, but it's a huge problem.
Why? Is this a bug? No, is that a bug from our interface that maybe he doesn't really have it? I don't know. I'm so confused right now. The gold adds up. He bought extra regrowth, and I'm confused, man. I can't cast anymore, man. I'm sorry. I'm gonna leave you right now. I'm done. I'm done. I quit.
Looks like Nocturne going in for a Shrouded Gang. Did York catch this? No, he's totally blind right now. Well, does he have Paranoia up? Where's that Nocturne? No, Paranoia is not up right now. He's probably going to wait for his flash, maybe get a Fear off here. Perhaps waiting for York to spend more mana. If he's going to make something happen, he's got to go now as he's teleporting back. It does look like Nocturne is going to let him go right now. What do you got to say about that? Could have maybe played that a little bit better.
I think they want to push down the tower and start roaming at this point. Nocturne and Malphite want to push this tower right now. It looks like they're going to make a push. Not enough minions so far. Nocturne taking a few of the hits, protecting his minions.
Yeah, it would be a wise time to push top tower, as Yorick hasn't really been playing aggressive at all, not taking advantage of his early game harass. Meanwhile, Battle of the Blues in mid lane, just firing off those abilities indiscriminately. Karthus with blue is so strong with his Devial. He can just farm by going AFK. Although when the minions are moving into position, when they're in a straight line like this, I think Xerath has some of the best farm in the game, because he can hit every single one of them in his siege mode. So both these champions very strong farmers, and haven't really made anything happen since that amazing Ashe arrow earlier in the game. So kind of a boring match.
Good arrow. That was a good arrow. Let me go back there. I just want to distract myself from the extra reroll fund in there. I'm still kind of lost for words. Again, like I get distracted very easily. Every time I see it, I'm confused. I'm really trying to ponder exactly what's going on right there. But that arrow is really fun to watch. I want to see some good action around Dragon right now. It just looks like both teams are not is just going full clear mode. 74 farm. Nocturne though still has more farm overall. I guess he's being taxing a lot more because maybe a little bit.
Nocturne is far ahead. I mean, he's got 2 kills.
Look at Nocturne. This is gonna be a Nocturne gank as soon as he catch vision of him. I'm almost positive right now.
A fan of his Shrouded Ganks. He could actually go into Friendly Bush right now. They would be totally unaware.
He does have Paranoia.
He's taking his time. He does have Paranoia, but I mean, he could definitely dive if he got into Friendly Bush right now. But he's just playing it easy, man. He's super patient player from what I can tell. And it seems to be paying off as he's a playmaker, man. He's participating in every single one of the kills for Leviathan right now. A very strong jungle. He's just still standing there, man. He's probably drinking coffee. Like, all right, just waiting, man.
Just go wait for.
Wait until Ashe, lobs her arrow mid lane again, and then I'm gonna go in. Or maybe waiting for some aggression from Nunu. He is wasting some time though. He's missing out on some EXP, allowing Naut to catch up a little bit. Naut's gonna go back there. Looks like very, very passive play so far. Looks like now Leviathan's bot lane is trying to do a little bit of bait here. Still nothing happening. Kind of suspenseful, actually, just watching this happen.
Oh yeah.
He hasn't moved for the past minute at least right now, this Nocturne player.
Just chilling. I mean, he could have, maybe go back clear wolves or something.
Is gamer sense how? I mean, they're not moving past the river. And they have no reason. There's the suppress. There's the swap, and the Paranoia goes down. A full fear combined with that Karthus ult. Ignite goes down. Karthus not grabbing the kill on that one. Perhaps a little bit of miscalculation. A 3-man tower dive. Janna ultimate saves the day for Nocturne, but she does go down to a Dredgeline tower hit there. That actually kind of backfired on Leviathan right there. Not enough damage was able to go down on Ashe. A little bit too much tanking of the tower, and Karthus wasn't able to get the job done with his ultimate.
I can no longer critique Nautilus for having an extra reroll panda because he got a kill now. So, he's not feeding anymore. But if he died there, that would have been kind of funny. I would have been like, still, maybe that reroll panda didn't make a difference. There is no dragon attempts. I do want to see some more jungle neutral mob presence from these guys. It's 19 minutes in.
Hold that thought. Look at this. Almost. All kinds of arcane barrages going down, missing with the third one. Again, Garlank, but it wouldn't have been enough damage to kill Nocturne. Overall, though, that cross-the-map harass that you get from Xerath is so fun to watch, man. I just love watching Xerath play.
Yes.
It doesn't look like anything has happened top lane since that early gank from Nocturne. Taking a look at farm, we have Malphite 113 versus Yorick's 143. That Manamune, or Manamume as I like to say, working out in his favor.
What? Mune? Manamune.
Manamune.
No.
Manamune.
I called it Manamorph for the longest time because I thought it was Frostmorph from World of Warcraft, just with mana. And then now, someone's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Yeah, don't you see it as a Manamorph?" And I was like, "Oh, Manamune."
Yeah.
Pronunciation not good.
Yeah, I don't know how you pronounce it. Mountain Sages in the stream chat probably going crazy right now.
They're like, "Oh my god, it's pronounced this way!"
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Yorick is actually very passively winning lane as he is about 40 farm ahead of Malphite at this point. And that's actually going to play a big role in the late game at this point. If Yorick can get a little bit more fed, he'll probably end up shutting down somebody like Karthus if he just goes in there and focuses the hell out of him. Although Karthus is kind of one of those suicidal champions depending on the build. It does look like he's going kind of tanky though, as he did grab his ROA first. So maybe they'll be, trying very hard to protect that Karthus. Malphite and Nocturne can certainly do that. Looking like a 5-man die, perhaps a dragon attempt here from Leviathan.
No, finally.
Yeah, looks like finally a dragon attempt here. Garlank looking to do some harass, aware of the enemy positioning, kind of just blind shooting that one. They do need to stop this right now. They are very even on gold. This is going to really determine the advantage so far in this match at the 21-minute mark. Hopefully we'll see a full-on team fight. Here comes Yorick coming in a little bit late to the party. This dragon will go down very quickly, so perhaps that is the strategy here, is for Leviathan just kind of snipe it with a smite and get the hell out of there. But we do have an Ash Arrow to be concerned about, as well as Nautilus initiation with that Hydro Pump, as I call it. Lots of procrastinating going on here, though. I would like to see Leviathan probably pull this dragon out a little bit and make something happen here. But again, this game seems to be very suspenseful, as everyone's playing very patiently right now. Red team does have sight of the blue positioning with this ward placement here in the bush, giving them a slight advantage, as opposed to blue team being in the dark for the most part. Although with this Xerath and his blue, he can poke for days right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They don't want to be giving up too much HP to that. So, man, what do you think, Pierce? Are they wasting experience and farm right now?
They're really wasting a lot of time right now. Someone just take the initiative, goes in, no regrets. Here we go.
Oh, there we go with some nice poke from Garlank. That's exactly what they need to chunk off some of that damage before the fight. This would be a good time for Nautilus to engage, but again, this player is just not making plays happen. Are we going to see an Ash Arrow go down? Ash Arrow would be prime right now. No, both teams pulling back here. Such passive play. This is something like we see. It's like A&E status right here, man. Don't want to make any mistakes. Don't want to lose any unnecessary kills. But they got to make something happen. Right now, Phobia does have the advantage. They have been able to get off some poke with Xerath.
Wards are fading.
There we go, some more poke on Urgot. They need to absolute zero Hydro Pump this right now. Ash Arrow, they definitely have initiation from a distance, although Malphite, probably stronger in the long run. I don't know, it's hard to say. A lot of people consider Ash Arrow the best initiator in the game. Although do note Karthus went mid lane. He's like, I'm done with this. I need to get on top of my farm right now.
I need to farm.
And about 3 minutes invested to just kind of taunting each other at Dragon, and neither team going to attempt right now. This is very strange.
Wait. Spoke too soon. There comes Yorick.
Yorick finally going to grab this. Xerath needs to pull in so that he's not the first picked off. He's so out of position right now. He needs to get back. Oh no, he's initiating on Garlank. Does look like Xerath's push out of the fight. He's going to go down so easy. There's the absolute zero. Where is that Ash Arrow? It was used somewhere. The stun is deaf upon me. Look at this. Karthus ult. That's going to do a lot of damage. But oh my god.
That's going to purple.
Looks like Leviathan's going to end up on top right now. Yeah. That was really sloppy. They could not afford to lose their Xerath like that. He needed to pull back into the canal here of the dragon spawn area and make sure he wasn't the first to get picked off, as he's their prime source of damage. But lo and behold, Malphite initiated on him and was completely forced out of the fight. That was just superior team play on the part of Leviathan, and that's going to put them way ahead.
Though, there is a problem running into with that team play. They actually burst down Karthus first, and they stood in the defile. I mean, they took so much damage from Karthus, and when Karthus dies, he gives them a few seconds of extra love into the enemy team. And really, look at Urgot was free reigning, Malphite was free reigning, Janna was even free reigning, and Nocturne. They just picked up their AP carry, and the strategy was to pick up AP carry, but Karthus has a longer presence just because of positioning and more damage because of his abilities. So not the best choice of fight from Phobia Gaming. They should have positioned a lot better. I mean, Garlank could have gotten backline a little bit, maybe fight even behind Dragon.
That's what I would have done.
They can't afford to lose another team fight like that. They lose another one, yeah. If they lose another team fight, they're gonna throw this game.
Yeah, we really need to have Ash's arrows spot on and combine that with, you know, some Nautilus ults. He wasn't really playing the role of initiator. They were just scattered all over the place. Focus fire was everywhere. I think that Leviathan won just based on pure AoE comp right there with Karthus primarily. That's really the reason. They just dealt more damage in a shorter amount of time, and that's what won them the team fight. So either way, that's going to put Phobia way behind at this point. I mean, global gold, they're about 4K behind, but overall, more importantly, the team comp now is definitely in their favor, as this is the point where Xerath starts to fall off a little bit, and the Nautilus player has really just been inactive. He hasn't been playing the role of tank at all, and hasn't really had any successful ganks. So I would say it's only a matter of time before Leviathan just gradually pulls ahead and starts pushing down towers.
Yes, I absolutely agree.
Their only player that has managed to, you know, win his lane is Yorick. So
no, Yorick didn't even win his lane. Yorick lost his lane.
He won.
No, he got more farm actually.
He won on farm quite a bit.
Yeah. But no, well, that was actually most of those farms picked up from jungle later on. It really, I know they didn't win any lane in my opinion. Like every single lane was, if there was a win, it's a very small win if you want to consider that a win. But definitely, I think this team, Phobia Gaming, really needs to pull it together for the next team fight, or else they're going to be losing their first game in this round robin, and it could be detrimental. They're in a pretty tough division overall. You know, we did some last minute switches to kind of balance out to make sure all the teams, you know, are fair within their groups, and they're in a tough division. They can't afford to make any mistakes here, because the competition is just as fierce for the next game they're going to play.
Looks like we're going to see a big confrontation here at Blue Team's Blue. All kinds of initiating going down from Leviathan. Looks like Nautilus being the focus target. Very strange. He's actually almost going to get away. Man, that paranoia on Nautilus right there. He's not worth that much gold, man. But nice little pick-me-up there for Red Team and stealing that blue. Going to put Phobia even further behind. At this point, man, they're playing far too passively. They are not going to be able to contest this Baron right now. This is going to either be a surrender after the next team fight, or they're just going to slowly get pushed in. They definitely dropped the ball on the first team fight, and I think that pretty much cost them the match right now. It's going to take a lot for them to get out of this, and I don't think they have the team comp to do it. So, like you said, they are going to have to pick up their game. The competition is a lot more fierce for tournament number 3, especially compared to last time where they ended up in the quarterfinals.
We have a lot of teams above 1500 Edo for a ranged play in this tournament. I think we have actually more teams playing above 1500 this time than teams who are below 1500, which is something really we look really forward to. A lot of these games are going to be a lot more exciting. I mean, again, guys, I'm talking about a range queue, so these guys are at the goal level in terms of their actual ranking. So none of these guys are, if there's some trash talkers saying, "Oh, this guy's bad, this guy's bad," probably better than you. Just saying.
Yeah. Again, do note this is not a superstar game by any means. This is a team game, guys.
Yes.
So these solo queue ratings are pretty much irrelevant when it comes to a tournament like this, because carries count and all that, but if you at this level, with these arranged teams, if you don't have a strong team, you're just gonna lose. It doesn't matter how much talent you have on your team. So certainly it seems so far, based on the first 2 matches, that we definitely have stiffer competition. That's really exciting, because again, this weekend is dedicated to the qualifying rounds. That's why we're not really promoting this stream in full force right now. Next weekend will be the actual tournament. The top 8 teams that qualify this weekend will qualify for our eliminations, and that's where the magic is going to happen. Hopefully it's going to be some amazing play.
Only the best of the best will be making.
Yeah.
So we had a really fantastic first game this time. Recalling back to that last game we just watched before this one, already I can see a little bit. Reboot is going to have a little run for the money. More teams with a higher rating are coming in. Gangrene Gang is back, and even though they're a friendly team together, there's still a chance for Reboot to lose this one. A lot of people are like, "Oh, Reboot's going to take it." I don't think so. I think Reboot's going to have a run for their money this time.
Oh, definitely, probably more than last time. Hufflepuffs gave them a run for their money last time, and I think they were definitely shaken by their first loss. But I wouldn't worry about it too much, guys. Yes, Reboot is competing; they are reigning champions, but hey, they're in terms of performance, a pro level team. They really can't be contested unless they're playing against pro level teams. So we're honored to have them in our tournament. just for the sake of adding that extra competition. Hold that thought, though. Look at this 5-man dive. Double initiate from Nocturne. Malphite focusing down Xerath. That's what I'm talking about. Zhonya's goes down for Karthus. Everyone's sitting in Defile right now. Huge mistake. Just getting ravaged. Actually, could this be a turnaround? Whoa. Ashe managing to deal a lot of damage in that full-on base dive. Perhaps Leviathan getting in over their heads. There's the Karthus ult. Not able to pick off any kills, although 2 players very low on HP. Maybe they'll be able to push this tower. Oh, this is a pretty risky play. What did they do wrong back there? Did Nocturne and Malphite just get a little bit crazy going for that Xerath assassination?
Yeah, they did get a little bit crazy there, for sure.
Bloodthirsty, man, bloodthirsty. But it is nice to see that really aggressive play, because a lot of the times when it gets to this point in a game like this, everyone plays it really slow. They push it. There's not a whole lot of action. Hence the reason we're talking about all these different things. But it's nice to see. It's nice to see people go crazy like that every once in a while. They're gonna take this dragon, and it doesn't look like Phobia is at all aware. God, that new notification. The dragon.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It makes my life easy. It really makes my life easier when I'm casting. Oh, thank you, Riot. Thank you. Thank you. for changing your interface to something usable.
Yeah, sometimes it's really hard to catch when the steals go down, because before the only indicator was the gold being awarded to the individual players, but now it actually tells you which team grabs Baron or Dragon. So that's a huge bonus. And this is a really slow-paced game so far.
And very A&E style. You know, you mentioned A&E style before, right?
Yeah.
This is for sure A&E style kind of deal. Like, no one wants to take any risk or anything. Although Purple did take a risk right there with the double tower dive, but it is an open inhibitor, so they do have a little bit of advantage going to the next fight. They could just place a fight near the inhibitor, and pretty much if they can wipe them, then it's GG. If they don't wipe them, then they have a fast retreat. They can go via the enemy jungle.
Yeah, but I did want to say, guys, if you're interested in watching other games, we are streaming on an offstage right now. Say hi to AWOL and Chromar over there. Just click that little button beneath the video feed. It says offstage, and you can go see what they're up to. I'm not sure who's playing over there. In fact, the next 2 days are going to be really disorganized, just because we got people coming in last minute and such, and round robin style. It's just all over the place. But that's how qualifiers go, man. We're just trying to make sure that we don't have to disqualify anybody due to attendance like we did last time for the actual tournament. So this is our very heavily invested in effort attempt to prevent that from happening.
Oh, yes.
We are going full force this weekend just to make sure that everyone's on board. I think it's going to pay off for us.
Yes, everyone needs to play well and try hard. Really, like, they need to make sure that. I mean, it looks like, though. I mean, I'm just mapping out exactly what's going to happen in each of these groups in my predictions. We're going to have a lot of tiebreakers in these round robins. I can almost assure you, like, anything can happen right now. I mean, that last game was surprising. This game, maybe Phobia will surprise us. We don't know, right?
Yeah, I mean, they got pretty unlucky, man. But we did see some amazing plays. Hence that, namely that the Ashe arrow. But they are going to lose an inhibitor here, and that's, I don't know what Leviathan's strategy is here. I would want to push, split push or something. It's going to take them a while to push straight down mid, so that does look to be exactly what they're doing. Going for that bot tower, probably going to grab another inhibitor. I don't think they're really concerned about losing a team fight at this point, because they have been so dominant. And as we said from the beginning, they do have the late game comp advantage. So not really too much to worry about, as long as they don't go for another all-in base dive on Xerath. They should pretty much have this match in the bag. They are considerably winning on vision, though. Take a look at all these wards in enemy jungle that Leviathan has placed, and Janna roaming around with her oracles, taking out all the enemy wards. It's just, vision plays such a huge role at this point in the match that a lot of people don't account for. And you can take it, take a look at carries and all that, but I mean, at the end of the day,
that is a lot of wards if you think about it.
Yeah, if you're blind in the dark, especially with a champion like Nocturne on your team or on the enemy team, that's disastrous for you. I mean, that puts you at an enormous disadvantage. If you look, Leviathan pretty much is omniscient at this point. If they're not anywhere in the jungle and they're not pushing with the minions up top, they know exactly where they are by process of elimination. And Janna's doing such a great job of staying on top of these wards. Look at him refreshing the wards right before they die. And still no response from oracles from Phobia. So they are going to be at a huge disadvantage when it comes to taking this Baron. Completely unaware of the enemy team. Meanwhile, Phobia has total complete vision right now. They know exactly when they need to pull back for Baron, if they need to pull back, and they're not even going to bother contesting. I would like to see Leviathan push this, maybe just straight through mid lane, maybe just go straight for.
Yeah, they're going to win. If they just push and win, push and win. You have a chance to just push and win.
Yeah, that would be the smart thing, especially since they just picked up Baron buff. They can poke for days with their Karthus Urgot comp. But it does look like they want to farm up, maybe push top. This is, very conservative strategy. Not all too interesting to watch. But I mean, you can't really knock on them for it because this is how you secure a win. This is how you push at the late game.
Is Leviathan A&E number 2? I think this is I want to see a game between Leviathan and A&E. I want to see how that game is going to play out.
I think they wanted to give us a little bit of a show with that aggressive base dive, but it kind of backfired on them. That's the reason they're taking it easy. They don't want to game throw GG at this point. That would be
that would be horrible. I mean, if you game throw GG at this point, you're 11k ahead and 5 towers ahead, and basically game throw GG, and that would be absolutely terrible. Yeah. So hopefully they don't do that.
They're in a commanding team fight advantage right now. I'd like to see Malphite Nocturne initiate yet again, but don't go balls deep on Xerath like they did last time. I think they got this in the bag, no problem right here. This is probably going to be GG, although I have been proven wrong many a times. Karthus needs to be careful, actually, that he doesn't get picked off there by a Mage Chain stun. There goes the initiate from Malphite, and looks like they're going to be focusing Ashe this time, but no, she flashes out, forcing both carries out of the fight. Garlink unable to deal much damage. There goes the arrow on Karthus. Yikes! Karthus is going to go down. Has he dropped his ulti yet? Maybe he's waiting. There it goes. That's going to deal a lot of team damage, but wow! Leviathan not dealing damage right now. Perhaps Urgot, I don't know what the deal is. They're not able to focus the carries right now. Only Ashe.
Maybe Urgot's a bit too tanky. He's going, Frozen Heart? Yeah, he's building way too
Wow, they're going to lose this right now. They're going to lose this team fight. From the looks of things, Ashe, man, I don't even know what to say right now.
No, wait. You're speaking way too soon. You're spoken way too soon.
Okay, now Urgot's picking up the damage. Finally. I feel like he was so sluggish on his damage in the last fight right there. But I don't think they're going to be able to push these towers down, given that they have sustained so much damage. And Phobia doing a great job of pulling back to the wall right there. Yeah, Urgot getting sniped by that tower for one last hit. That's actually, in my opinion, that was not a fair trade at all, especially since they initiated with that Baron buff. Phobia still in this game, although they are down 2 inhibitors. It's still going to take a lot for them to come back, but I don't know what to say, man. I feel like Leviathan was so behind on damage in that last fight. I feel like Urgot wasn't dealing much damage at all.
And Phobia is picking up their team fight. I think that's what we're gonna say. Like they were shaky in the beginning, but they're catching up. They're getting in the zone. I mean, people are nervous when they're playing a tournament. They realize there's an audience, some more watching. They realize it's gonna be broadcasted, and all those thousands of people are gonna watch the broadcasts. I mean, the VODs as well. And then they don't want to mess up, and that really in itself will make some people nervous.
Yeah. What do you think about this Frozen Heart choice on Urgot right now?
Lots of Urgot's built Frozen Heart. It's almost like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, built Frozen Heart, and then every time I'm Urgot, keeping tanky, he's the anti AD. But the damage wise, not really showing it. He did finish up his Maw, and he has his mana immune pretty much almost fully slapped.
I feel like they really need a proper AD carry. Leviathan, that is, and the Urgot's just not getting the job done. I mean, if you take a look at his build, he's kind of a a tanky AD.
He's a caster mage. He's looking mage AD.
Yeah, he's looking to counter Ashe or something. But at this point in the match, you're not trying to counter Ashe. Leave that to Malphite and Nocturne. He needs to be killing people right now. And that's just not happening. And he's a little bit late to the team fight here today, but it looks like they're gonna be able to grab this this inhibitor right now, and probably just, I mean, at this point, I hate to say it, but if I were Leviathan, I would just push bot and inhib now and just play it really safe. They've lost the last 2 team fights, and they can't afford to lose another one because that would allow Phobia to just get stacked to the point where they can start pushing again, and that's not acceptable. So they're still way ahead on vision, but yeah, this is unexpected, man. I did not expect Leviathan to lose those last 2 fights, and they didn't technically lose the last fight, but they should definitely not have. They should have won the game back there, I feel. And I think it's probably because of this Urgot's build. Although I'm not a great Urgot player by any means, so maybe you guys in the audience are aware of this build being late game viable more than I am. But I just feel like they're at a serious deficit for damage right now. And Karthus,
it's a good build. And Karthus died though, the damage is limited. Urgot still deals a lot. Oh my goodness, look at this team fight right now.
Wow, Defile. Everyone's standing in Defile right now. Looks like Suicide
no,
Karthus. There's the Zhonya. He still has
this.
his ultimate up. He is going to be able to grab Ashe and Xerath with that ulti. But it looks like Leviathan is going to lose this fight right now. Malphite.
Oh my
yeah,
goodness,
he's going to be
low
fine.
everyone is.
I don't know what to say, man. Why is this happening? I mean, Karthus is dealing a lot of damage, man. He's suiciding, but he suicided with Defile and Zhonya's and then followed up by an afterkill ulti. That's like max damage Karthus right there. And it's just not enough. Maybe Phobia's team is too tanky. I mean, we saw Ashe and Xerath get assassinated properly back there by Nocturne. It just comes down to that late game damage. And this point of the match, this is why AD is arguably the most important team fighting role, is because they deal so much more damage than the other roles. And Urgot is at a serious deficit for that right now with his Frozen Heart build.
Well, Ashe also got a Negatron Collection, just kind of survived that Karthus ult, just giving that a little bit of extra defense. But she has Infinity Edge and Phantom Dancer, so she's not really that strong right now. She can't take down Urgot. Urgot actually is doing his job right now. Urgot is known as the anti-AD, so he can't be killed by Ashe, and he's slowing down Ashe's attack speed, and he's surviving himself. But deficit of damage right now, I think they should just, like you said before, systematically push down, get the critical mass, control jungle mobs, and just find out one mistake of them defending the last 2 towers, and they're going to win.
Yeah, do note that Leviathan does have uncontested map control with Vision. They've been grabbing up Barons and Dragons every time they're up, but this defending here by Fomia is essentially comparable to a 5-man free farm. So they will eventually catch up, especially as these inhibitors respawn. They're going to be looking into the next team fight is going to be an even match. We could see a hell of a comeback here, Pure Shield. If I feel like Phobia has a chance here to come back. Just because they've been able to free farm, yeah, they're behind so far on Global Gold, but their team comp is not making it happen right now. Xerath, at this point in the match, is so weak in my opinion. He falls off so hard at this point in the game. But I feel like the team comp from Leviathan, not necessarily champion selection, but build choices is even weaker. So I don't know. I guess the next
little dance party going down there. Did you see that?
Yeah, they're just chilling. Like, hey, come get us.
They're dancing.
We're pulling 300 Spartans here in our base. Taunting. Come on, let's see what you got. And it's working out for them so far. And they're getting dominated on Vision. They're losing Global Gold like crazy to these Baron and Dragon kills, but it doesn't seem to matter. So this is actually...
Urgot is going to do a lot of damage right now.
What did he pick up? Oh, Last Whisper.
Oh, you picked up Last Whispers. Yes.
Yeah, that might be exactly what they need. Maybe like a PD or something. If I were in his shoes, I would even consider selling my Frozen Heart and just picking up some more damage.
Most of Urgot's damage does come from his... most of the damage comes from his casting. When he casts spells, that's when he deals the most damage. So I think that probably he's doing it right. He's pretty much doing it right.
All right. I mean, I could be completely wrong here, but I mean, I don't think you can argue that Leviathan is suffering on the damage front. Hopefully, that Last Whisper will turn the tide here, be able to shred the Malphite Nautilus, the attack speed and everything. But he's got to make sure his positioning is spot on. They're going to get poked from a distance here from Xerath, picking up that 3rd inhibitor. Is that a critical mass? No. Top respawn. They would be wise to go up and grab that top inhib, wait for some of those super minions to come down, and then go for a last push, and hopefully not lose any lives in the meantime. Looks like Urgot trying to take away Ashe's Banshee's Veil there before the initiate. There goes Janna trying to snipe the Banshee's Veil again. Now we are at critical mass here for Phobia. They are forced into Nexus defense right now. And that's actually huge. Especially
this is pretty much GG. Yeah,
especially for blocking dredge lines and such. It's just going to be minions all over the place very shortly here in blue team's base. But, we thought it was going to be GG for a while. Down goes the Veil to a lay waste. Now would be a good time for an initiation from Malphite and Nocturne right now. Looks like a suppression there. And we are going to see Xerath get assassinated. There goes the Zhonyas from Karthus. Everyone's standing in Defile again. Let's see an ultimate from Karthus before they go back to the well. Oh, and it's again. Oh, it's so close, but it does look like Leviathan is going to be able to seal this one. Look at that triple kill from the ultimate from Karthus, waiting this time, waiting for the right opportunity. I think that extra damage from Urgot just dominated that fight. That's the damage that they needed. A long-awaited victory for Leviathan. Such slow pushing, so suspenseful all game. And well played overall. Well played. There was, some mistakes in the build, I think, with Nautilus and perhaps even Urgot there, but I think that was overall a very even match up until the last push there, and pretty entertaining to watch. What do you think?
Oh yeah, no, I enjoyed that last game. I think
You just
Toby
glazed over at the double
valiantly.
regrowth pendant. Double regrowth pendant.